So today I decided that I want to start a reading vlog. Yeah, because you know the last vlog went so well that I'm just like, I'm so good at vlogging, I just do it again. But you know what? Practice makes perfect. And I just realized that I forgot the book that I'm going to talk about, so let me go grab it. So I started reading Chain of Gold. I kind of was pressured into starting it by a friend, but it's good because like I love the characters, so and I've been looking forward to reading this for so long, so I'm excited. I already started it, and I kind of started in like my last vlog. You can see that, or yeah, I'm gonna link that blog. It's like I got a new bookshelf, so that's what I did. But I was also reading The Night Circus in that vlog. Yeah, and then I started this one like right at the end, and I'm so you can see my excitement in that vlog. But I'm also probably gonna insert the little clip after this. So yeah, I'm not even that far in. I'm on page 94, and I already have so much to say, and I just know that it's gonna hurt me, and I'm ready to hurt. Like I can't wait to cry. And yeah, but it's also like I love it because like I know I'm gonna cry, and I'm already suffering. Like I already cried. It was like page 40 and I was crying, but I've also like laughed a lot, and like I've had like cute moments, and like I'm laughing, and like it's funny. So that's just Cassandra Clare for you, you know, like that's what she does to me. Like I can be laughing in one page, and then the next I'll be crying, and like it's amazing. I love it. I have notes this time. I have more notes than when I go to school, like. But I don't know, I'm gonna keep this vlog, like keep doing this vlog, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and there's gonna be spoilers, just letting you know there's gonna be spoilers for sure. I'm so confused with James right now. Do I love him? Do I hate him? Like, I don't know how I feel about him. Like, I know I love him, but I know that loving him is gonna hurt me. So I'm like, I should hate him, but I love the group of friends. I still don't know them very well. I'm still trying to keep up with like who belongs to who, you know, whose parents are whose and all that. But I love it. Like, it's such a cute group of friends, and I'm excited to like read more about them and like join in their adventures, because that's how I feel. I feel like I'm part of it, okay? And then I missed Will so much. Will, Tessa, and Jem. I missed them so much that it's so good and so comforting to be able to go back to a world, a book that has them. Like I miss them, like they're my friends in real life, and I haven't seen them in a while, so like just being able to like hear from them again, it's so nice. And just knowing that they're okay, they're doing well. Kind of like every time they mention Jem, I want to cry, but it's fine. We get over that. We just keep reading because it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Let's see how it goes. I was thinking of reading it like really fast. Like I was gonna be like, I can probably read it in one day, because that's usually how I read Cassandra Clare's books. But this time I feel like I just want to take it slow. So I don't know. I might end up taking like 2 days from now, or it might take me like 2 weeks. Who knows? I missed Cassandra Clare's writing so much. Like, I'm addicted to her writing. Like, Anyway, so I just read like the prologue. So I didn't. It smells so good. So I didn't read like a lot. Like, I just read the prologue, but I was like, it just felt good to read something from the Shadowhunter world. And like, even though I don't really know these characters yet, I kind of know them because they've been part of like other short stories. So like just, and then it's the Herondales, and like I'm just like, it's weird, but it just felt like comforting to read like something from the Shadow world. And I love this. I'm excited to read Chain of Gold now. Like, You can't see it in the clip, but before I filmed that, I had to walk around my room like a couple of times to calm myself down because I was like, oh, this is yeah, that was basically me like walking around the room because I was so excited. And I was just like, the first sentence of the first chapter, it's so good. Like, I'm obsessed with that sentence. Like, it's like, because it's kind of like a parallel to how Clockwork Angel starts. James Herondale was in the middle of fighting a demon when he was suddenly pulled into hell. Like, and then the first sentence of Clockwork Angel, I think it's the demon exploded in a shower of ichor and guts or something like that. But it's like, there's like, they give me the same feeling, you know, and like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm excited. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep vlogging and see what happens.
So I came outside to read a little bit, and I haven't read a lot. Like, it's been really slow because it's really hot and it's making me like not read really fast. But I just want to say that I don't trust Grace, and I think whatever she's doing, she's using that bracelet that she gave James. I'm pretty sure that bracelet's to manipulate him and like make him like love her. I don't know. Anyways, he's about to kiss her, so yeah, I'm having a great time. So it's the next day and I didn't read much. Well, I kind of did. Well, no, I didn't. I just try to, I like to think that I did read a lot, but I didn't. But we had a beautiful fighting scene. I love Shadowhunters fighting. So James was fighting and it was beautiful. It was everything I wanted because like he was running towards like the demons and I was like, please make him land on a demon. Please make him land on a demon. And guess what happened? He landed on a demon and he killed it. It was great. It was great. It was everything I wanted. And it just gave me life, you know, like reading that fighting scene just like gave me life. I felt alive. It was so good. Yeah, I mean, it's sad because people were hurt or maybe died. I think some of them died. I don't know yet. But it was great. I love it. Also, Jem was mentioned again, how he didn't complain about his pain just because Cordelia, she had like ichor, is that how you say it? Ichor burns in her hands, and she was like, but she was planning on getting to the institute. It was like part of her plan, but still, like, she didn't complain. And like this person, Cecily, no, it wasn't Cecily, it was Sophie, right? Sophie, no, it was Cecily. Cecily is like just like a true Carstairs. Like, Jem also never complained about his pain, and I don't know, every time Jem is mentioned I just want to cry. So like the fighting scene gave me life, but then I wanted to die because Jem was mentioned and I want to die and cry. So yeah, it's a great time. It is 2 a.m. and I should sleep now. I just read a chapter where James kind of confesses that he's in love with Cordelia, but then Grace asks him to use his powers and the bracelet started to like appear. So like, well, she asked him to get the bracelet, so that's why I don't trust her or the bracelet. So yeah, I just wanted to say that I knew it, even though I'm not sure yet, but I just know it. I know that there's something wrong with that bracelet, and it's something that is controlling James' feelings or something, because I just knew that he's in love with Cordelia. Anyway, I should go to bed. I kind of just want to keep reading it, but I should definitely go to bed, and like I can keep reading it tomorrow. But I haven't stayed up reading a book like all night in a while, and I feel like I could just do it right now with this one. But I like sleeping as well, and I should just sleep. I'm gonna sleep. Okay, I'm gonna sleep. So I went outside today. It was my first time going outside since the quarantine started. Yeah. And the reason I decided to go outside is because I wanted to get some new releases by Black authors. Anyways, the thing is, Target was disappointing. Their book section sucks. They don't have books. They don't have anything. They shouldn't even have a book section, to be honest, because they don't have enough books in there. Yeah, I haven't read anything since last night. I don't know, I just haven't been in the mood of reading. Today, I've just watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy. Like, I realized that yesterday I watched 8 episodes. And I did not notice until one of my friends asked me if I was alive. And I was like, yeah, I'm just watching Grey's Anatomy. And I was like, maybe I do have a problem, because like 8 episodes in a day, and like I haven't been answering any like messages or anything, so maybe I have a problem. Anyway, so like I was just, yesterday was like just a lot of Grey's Anatomy and like reading a little bit. Anyway, so I think I'm just gonna keep I'm in the middle of an episode of Grey's Anatomy, so I'm probably just gonna keep watching it. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. So before I keep reading Chain of Gold, I want to talk about what is happening and what I think it's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm on page 216. I'm about to start chapter 9. I love, what are they called? What's the group called? The group of friends? The Merry Thieves? I think that's like the name that they have for like James, Matthew, Thomas, and Christopher. I love them. They're great. It's like, I love the way Cassandra Clare creates like a group of friends. It's always good. And it's like a part of it in a way. So it's like, I love it. So I think Grace gave James the bracelet to make him think that he's in love with Grace, but in fact he is not, and they're gonna use that to like make him suffer or manipulate him in some way, because Tatiana hates the Herondales and the Lightwoods and the Carstairs, right? Because like of everything that happened in the past. So I think they're using that to like make James suffer, and then maybe like Lucy, and if they suffer, then Will, Tessa, and Jem are gonna suffer. So yeah, but I think the key is in that bracelet, and I just want someone to take that bracelet off, and I hope that it's Cordelia, the one that takes the bracelet off. Oh my god, what if Cordelia takes the bracelet off, and then James looks at Cordelia and he's like, all this time I've loved Cordelia, like she's the one. Please let it be like something like that. That would be so good. Anyways, yeah, so I'm tired of that bracelet. I need that bracelet off like now. And I'm obsessed with Matthew. Like, I love James, and he's a Herondale. I love Herondales. Like, I love Will. I love Jace. Like, Herondales are just, they always have a place in my heart. But I love Matthew. It's like, I love him, and he's like so relatable when like after the demon attack, he disappears and looks for and gets drunk, and like so relatable. Like, I love him, and he reads, and he's funny. Yeah, that's basically it. That's like what I have so far. I'm not even halfway through it, so I don't have a lot of things to say yet, but I'm enjoying it. It's kind of fun. Oh, I love Will. Also, Will speaking in Welsh every once in a while. So beautiful. I'm so happy that he is in this book. Like, even if he's not like the main character of the book, like he still like makes appearances, just like Jem and Tessa. Like, every time they come up, I love them. Like, that's my reaction every time either of them are mentioned or appear in the book. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all like my thoughts so far, and I'm just gonna keep reading.
So I haven't been updating this vlog because I've been reading mostly at night, so it's like, I feel like there's no point in me like recording myself reading and I don't feel like not much has happened. But James just made an appearance at Cordelia's door wearing gear, and oh my gosh, that just shook me. Like, I love the idea of him in gear. Like, wow. I feel like not much has happened. But there are like a few little things that I want to talk about. And also, I think I spoiled myself. So that's great. I should be avoiding memes, but I'm weak and I love it, so I think I spoiled the ending for myself, but it's fine. Or like something that happens towards the end. I also spoiled myself the fact that Barbara dies. That's just because I kind of read ahead. Yeah, I'm not sure what page I'm in because I'm reading it like on the script. So I'm like reading it on my phone right now. So I'm not sure what page I'm in. But I'll give you a better update tomorrow when I'm like more awake and stuff. I think right now I'm just gonna sleep because I am tired. But I am also gonna finish this chapter that I'm in. I'm almost done. It's fine. It's fine. I have a few pages left. I think it's chapter 11. I just wanted to take the time to acknowledge James wearing gear outside Cordelia's door. So it is the 3rd of August and I kind of stopped reading for like a month because I was making the cardigan, but also I didn't want to get hurt, so I just stopped reading. But I'm ready to get back to it, so I'm outside. I'm gonna have some me time, read Chain of Gold. Hopefully I can finish it this week. Yeah, I think I'm about to get to that part that hurts, and just like everything, like it's gonna get good. So I'm scared, but I have to finish it. Also, it's National Watermelon Day, and you know, like Harry Styles has taken over watermelon, so stream watermelon sugar. Oh, I'm eating watermelons because in a watermelon cup. These are my watermelons. So yeah, I know I'm being a little bit extra, but we had watermelon and watermelon's good, so but yeah, I'll update you later if I have any like thoughts or something. I've been reading for 20 minutes and I just realized that all of this I already read it. I think I read it on my phone, and since it's been a long time I kind of forgot. Then I'm like, wait, I did read this. I did read all of this, so I have to figure out where I am because I can't be wasting time like that. But it's also like a good way to remember what I read because I totally kind of forgot apparently. So it's just, this should be a reminder of like I should not stop reading books for such a long time. Like I should keep reading them because then I forget and I feel like it just kind of lose like the connection to the characters in the story. I don't know, I think I'm gonna get to like some of the like the more like emotional parts, and I don't know if it's gonna affect me as much as it probably would have a month ago, and I'm kind of sad about that because I would have liked it to be like intense emotion, and now probably won't be, but we will see. So it is Friday. I don't remember when was the last day that I updated this, but I am committed to finishing Chain of Gold tomorrow. Like I have to finish it. I am more than halfway done with it and I feel like I can do it. Like I should just do it. I don't know why I'm not doing it. Maybe I'm afraid of just like letting go of it. Maybe. Last night I was binging plant videos, especially I think her name is Fern from Wild Fern. Yeah, I was watching just like her plant hauls and like just how she takes care of her plants, and it was so relaxing. It was so nice. And it's not like I don't take care of my plants, but I was like, I should work on them today. So it is the end of the day, and Don't ask me how much I read because I didn't. I just did like some random house chores that I just had to do, and then honestly, I'm watching Avatar and I got distracted. It's my first time watching Avatar, so yeah, I just got distracted by the show, and yeah, I watched. I didn't even watch that many episodes. I think I watched like 3 or 4, and they're short, like 20-minute episodes. So it's like 10 p.m. So I guess I am gonna read a little bit before bed. I'm gonna try to finish the chapter that I'm reading, which is chapter 14, and that'll be the end of part 2 or part 1. One of the parts, and I think that's a good a good spot to stop, and then I can keep reading tomorrow. I heard that chapter 15, I think it is, it's like emotional and it has to do with James and Cordelia, so kind of worried, but yeah, looking forward to it. When you're reading Cassandra Clare books, do you ever get the feeling that you're missing something? Like, not missing something, but like you're missing out on something, like she's like here, Lucy's like describing the family room, and it says that that Tessa had kept some of the older decorations. A gilt framed mirror still hung over the fireplace, and the furniture was comfortably shabby, from the flowered armchairs by the fireplace to the big old desk guard with years of marks from the nibs of pens. The walls were papered in light damask, and well-thumbed books lined the walls. Like, I feel like this description might fit something from the Infernal Devices, and I'm just not catching it. You know? Or is it just me? But I feel like there's always something, like a little detail mentioned, that it's like, well, like Easter eggs, I guess. Like, yeah. And I'm always missing them. So, yeah. But I also kind of like that because it makes you more of an active reader, and I'm not just like reading it like fast and just like catching the story. Like, I actually have to like pay attention and catch the details and like think about like other things that I've read and connect them to this. And I like that, so that's good. But yeah, just random thought I had while reading this chapter. Honestly, this whole Cordelia and James thing, it would be so much easier if both of them just declare their love for each other. It's like we know, like it's we know Cordelia has told us many times that she loves James, and we know that James loves Cordelia. It's just the freaking bracelet that got in the way, like the bracelet Grace was using to manipulate him. But now he's not wearing it. So just tell each other that you love each other. Like, I just finished chapter 14, and it got good. I wanted to keep reading it, but I think I'm gonna have like a Netflix movie party thing in like 15 minutes or something, so I can't keep reading it, but I kind of want to just keep reading it. Yeah, so I'm excited. I think that like that little ending of that chapter, it's what I needed to just like get me excited again for this book and just finish it. So hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. Let's see, like, can you see how much I have left? It's like, it's less than half, but still a lot. Like, you know, Cassandra Clare books are long, but I can do it. I believe in me. Now I'm gonna read chapter 15. Let's see how that goes.
a family show. That was a really good chapter. Oh my gosh. I think like with scenes like that, I remember that Cassandra Clare used to write fan fiction, and you can almost see it. Like it's not like, it's just so much better now. Like her writing is just so much better, of course, but you can almost see that like taste of like the fan fiction, and it's just so good. I love it. That was great. I had fun reading that. I almost like cried for some reason. I think that I want to cry just because I know that it's not gonna last. Like I know that something bad is gonna happen to them. Like something really bad is about to happen to them, because they're not exactly happy, but there's a lot left, and there is a lot of going on too. So yeah, definitely something like really bad is gonna happen, and I'm just not ready for that. Might just cry now. Also, I love Matthew, but why did he have to open that door? Like, anyways, yeah. So I think I am just gonna keep reading. So it's almost 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. So I was like, you know what? I haven't read in a while. Maybe if I read a little bit, I would go to sleep. I don't know, like that's never worked. But who knows? Maybe this time would work. So I picked up Chain of Gold, obviously. And so Matthew is dropping off Cordelia at her house after the whole river thing, and he's telling her about the meaning of the green carnation, like what it symbolizes. And I kind of love the way that it's written, like how it's like Matthew hesitated, and then he says like it also celebrates loving anyone you choose, whether there is a man or a woman. And then like all of like Cordelia's like thought process of like about her brother, and then like Matthew, and I don't know what I was gonna do. Maybe it's like late for this, but I think it's really really nice, and it's really well written. And yeah, there's something about Matthew that I love so much, and I don't know what it is. Like I obviously love James, like I love the Herondales, and yeah, we have that, but Matthew is like, I love Matthew, and I'm so scared because I'm sure that Cassandra Clare is gonna hurt him really bad. Like I don't think he's gonna die, but I read some theories that some people have, and they're not nice. So maybe I'll talk more about those theories once I'm done with the book, and I can also add some of like my opinions to it, because so far like I cannot tell you what I think is gonna happen to Matthew, because I don't know how this is gonna end for him. But I love him so much, and I just know that he's gonna get hurt at some point, like badly, and I don't want that. And when I think about it, it's like I think Matthew is like an interesting character, even from the Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. You know, the story where like James and Matthew meet and like all of that. So I think it's so interesting how we get introduced to Matthew, and how that like friendship developed between like James and Matthew and like the rest of the married thieves, and then like now getting like an actual book with like more details about it. It's like I don't know, I love it so much. And I hate Cassandra Clare because I'm afraid of finishing a book, because I'm afraid of what might happen to my characters. They're my characters, they belong to me now, okay? Probably my last update of the night, but
the whole story he made up. Love Matthew so much. So I literally have no idea when was the last time I updated this blog, but I am back to reading Chain of Gold. Hopefully I can finish it this week for real now. Today it's like a really nice day. The weather is perfect. It's so nice. It kind of wants to rain. I'm hoping that it does. And I just decided to come outside and read, and I feel like it's just like the perfect weather to read Chain of Gold. Also, like I'm almost like at the end, so I'm reading all of those like final parts, which I think like are kind of perfect. Kind of frustrated because my Herondale babies are not being the brightest. Lucy just saved Grace, which in my opinion just let her die. She's horrible. I still don't know like everything she's done, but I just know that we can't trust her, and I know that like she's not like good. Well, I kind of know what she's done. I honestly, it's been so long since I started reading this book that I don't know if I've read it like from the book or just like online. But yeah, I just know that she should have left. Grace died, and then James is going to like into like the demon world or whatever, the demon dimension, and it's like it's just not smart, you know. Like these Herondale babies need to be smarter because I don't want them to die. I don't even know how I'm updating this vlog anymore, but I'm just gonna do it. So I did my makeup this morning and I really liked it, so I spent the whole day taking pictures and making TikToks just because I like my makeup. But now I'm really tired, so I am gonna read. I'm gonna like take a break and just read and listen to music. And by reading I mean I'm gonna read like Chain of Gold. I really have to finish it like tomorrow, but I always say that and I never finish it. I hope I do now. I don't know why it's taking me so long. It's not like I don't like it. I am enjoying it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna read. Why is Cassandra Clare always trying to kill the Pravati? Like, that hurts. Okay, like, let's just not kill Pravatis and let them live a long, happy life together, okay? Okay, so I have like 70 pages left and I don't want to read it. I don't want to do it. It's because it was technically like, I hate when Cassandra Clare does this because it was kind of over and it's starting to be like happy, like everything was coming to an end, but I still had like 100 pages left. So and now I have 70 pages left, of course. I don't know what I'm saying. Where am I going with this? Okay, so when I had like 100 pages left or something, everything was like ending and they were getting happy and stuff, and I was like, well, this is bad because I still have like 100 pages left. And Grace just came in to see James and I couldn't resist, so I read what happens at the end of that like little piece of the chapter, and I know what happens and I just don't want to read it. I'm good. I don't want to read it. I don't have to, right? Like, it's fine. Like, they were finally kind of happy. I mean, they were not completely happy, but they were getting there, and that stupid bracelet is gonna make a comeback, and I'm upset. I am upset. Anyways, I should keep reading. This book is so frustrating. Like, of course, Cordelia had to get there like a few minutes after Grace did the bracelet thing again. Like, no, it was too hard for her to get there like a few minutes before. No, we can't be happy. Right? Like, because like, I want to think that if Cordelia could have gotten there like a few minutes before, the whole bracelet thing would never have happened again. But it's happening again. Fuck Grace, honestly. I hate her. gonna marry Cordelia. But then he told her that he doesn't love her. But I want to keep reading. I'm in pain. Just take the bracelet off. I am done with Chain of Gold. I'll talk about that later. But I'm reading like the short story about the Will and Tessa's wedding, and Cassandra Clare would forever make me cry just by putting the words Will and Jem together. Like, I love them so much. I've been struggling with my glasses because I'm crying and then I'm not crying, and yeah, but my heart, wow, that little story was everything I needed right now. It was so good. I just love James. I said James. Well, yeah, like Jem, but I meant Jem, like not James, but Jem, Will, and Tessa. Like, oh, I love them so much. And I just want them to be happy. Anyways, that story was great. I love it.
Okay, so it's time to wrap up Chain of Gold. I honestly, I mean, you all saw it in this vlog, but like it's just clips. It took me like 5 months to finish this book. Like, that is insane. It took me way too long to finish this book. But in the end, I was not disappointed. I love Cassandra Clare. She never disappoints. She always delivers a really good story. She always makes me cry, or at least most of the time she makes me cry. And yeah, for a moment I was like, maybe I'm not gonna cry, but then I was in pain and I did cry. This was definitely slower paced. I've had time to like process how the book was. I finished it like 2 days ago or something. I took my time to kind of process. I would say it's slower paced, but that usually happens with the first book in any like new series within the Shadow World. I remember the first time I started City of Bones, it took me like 2 tries to actually get into it and finish it. And while this did not take me 2 tries, it took me 5 months, so. But I love the characters in this. I love the Merry Thieves. I love that we have more Herondale content. I love that Jem is present in this book. I love Cordelia. Like, oh my gosh, Cordelia is amazing. And her sword, Cortana, like, oh my gosh. I love Cordelia. She's goals. Like, also, there's Lucy, she's great, and I'm so in love with Matthew, and I've heard like theories that people have, and I'm scared. Like, I know that Cassandra Clare is gonna hurt him so badly, and then at the end we got introduced to that like love triangle thing, and I'm like, I'm kind of sad because I kind of see Matthew more with Lucy than Cordelia, and then we kind of already know that James and Cordelia are gonna end up together because James cannot accept that he loves Cordelia just because of the freaking bracelet. But once that bracelet is removed, we all know that James and Cordelia are gonna end up together. But I do think the ending was really good. It ended with like a bang, and it's like one of those endings that you're like, oh my gosh, I really need the other book. And it's also one of those endings that I'm like, okay, so the next few books are really gonna hurt me, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. If someone's gonna hurt me, let it be Cassandra Clare. But yeah, I am scared of what's gonna happen to Matthew. I heard someone thinking that maybe he's gonna get his marks stripped out, and if you know what that means, you know that that is one of the most painful things they can do to a shadow hunter, and it's like one of the worst things. And it's not only gonna hurt Matthew, it's gonna hurt James, and it's gonna hurt me. I just want Matthew to be happy. Also, I have so many questions about Matthew. Who did he kill? Like, that was a very random confession, and then we didn't talk about it, and I'm like, But yeah, I really do want to know how like the relationships develop even further, because I love the relationships of like I love every relationship presented in this book. I love that we get to see Will and Tessa as parents. Like, that was beautiful. At the beginning of this book, I was just crying because Will was a father. Like, oh my god. And then I love the Merry Thieves. I love how they complement each other. It's so cute. I love them. And then I love like James and Cordelia's relationship, and then James calling her Daisy. Oh. And then I love like also like Cordelia's and Lucy's relationship. It's so nice. James and Lucy. Oh. And then like Lucy's relationship to all of the Merry Thieves is also really nice. And then Anna, she's such a freaking good character. Like, I really want her to be a bigger part of the story in the next few books, because she's so good. And like the way like her relationship with, is it Ariadne? I think it's Ariadne, right? Like, it was kind of covered, like what happened, but not really. And then now there's gonna be like an actual thing, and I'm so excited for that. And yeah, she's a great character. She's like one of my top Shadowhunter characters, because she's like so cool. And yeah, I was like, honestly, I was really expecting to be like, James Herondale is everything to me. Like, I'm so in love with James. Like, I love James. And I do love him. But I wasn't expecting me to be like, I would die for Matthew. I would die for Cordelia. I would die for Anna. Like, those were characters that I wasn't expecting to love as much. Like, I was like, James is gonna be my number one and that's it. And no. Surprise! So yeah, it was so good. I love it. Just another great Shadowhunter book. I love it. Now I have to go buy the Lost Book of the White, because I want to read more Shadowhunters, and also more Magnus Bane content, which honestly I'm so excited that at the end we kind of got the hint that we're gonna get more Magnus Bane content in the next few books, because Magnus is gonna stay, and I really do want to see how like his relationship with Matthew develops, and like how he's gonna help him. Like, oh, that's gonna be so good. So I give this book a 4.5 stars, just because it did take me 5 months to read it, and I think it's because of, it could be me, like my anxiety and stress, but I think it's also like the way it was written. Like, it's kind of slow, and yeah. So yeah, I think it's just like, it's the first book of something, of a great trilogy. I think it's a trilogy, right? So I think like the other books are probably gonna be like 5 stars, but this one wasn't there yet. And I think that's pretty common with like Shadowhunter books, so I think it's fine. And it's not bad. Like a 4.5 stars reading is not bad. It was great. I have new favorite characters, and I am really looking forward to the rest of the series. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you read Chain of Gold? If you have, what do you think? Who's your favorite character? Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye!